Okay, I'm gonna try catch you up on my last week. It's been a bit strange. So last hiking day I really had with the pack was heading into McDonald's. Made it in pretty early. Kiki made it in about an hour after me, and Mission and Hot Notes came in about 2 hours after. Kiki had warned me that Mission was quite injured. She had arch problems and blisters and wanted to get off at McDonald's and go straight to Wrightwood. She's my buddy, so I said I'd get off with her, and they wanted to get off too, so we looked up an Airbnb and we actually ended up staying 6 days because we aren't in a hurry to get to the Sierra. In fact, the Sierra is still broadly closed and we're halfway there. Nick had some pain as well, blisters, that he needed to fix. So we just thought maybe a nice long stay would be good. Retrospectively, it was probably a bit long, but we had booked so long because we thought we'd try and connect our footsteps around the Wrightwood fire closures. And we did that in terms of Kiki, Hot Nuts and I ran from Wrightwood back to McDonald's to connect our footprints. But on the northern side, it was really complicated in terms of where you could legally get back on. So we are today getting legally back on. That's Mount Baden-Powell up there. But we had to go through a 45-minute drive, which is obviously not really feasible for us to connect footprints to do that. So there's a less legal way that we could have done it, but there was a threat of losing permits or getting deported if you got the wrong police officer or ranger or whatever. So we decided against it. So officially our footprint's broken now, which is slightly annoying. And I feel like now, because my footprints are broken by 9 miles, maybe I'll probably take liberties around, well, it's already broken, so maybe I'll just let it be broken even more. I don't know. So we got back on, which, as I said, we just did this 45-minute drive, like in a massive circle, to get 9 miles from where we almost started the day. Walking on a fire trail to get back to the gap where you're legally allowed to get back on the PCT. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. In Wrightwood, it's 6,500 feet. And despite the fact that I was there all that time, still really suffering altitude sickness. So I'm taking Diamox. So if anyone's got any other tips aside from taking Diamox, let me know. But probably the worst side effect for me, because Diamox takes care of the dizziness and things like that. But one of the worst side effects is not being able to eat. So I'm maybe eating a quarter of what the rest of my trail family are eating. Now the good news for me is once I get up to this almost 10,000 foot mountain today, we start to go down and we are under 5,000 feet until the Sierra. So I just need to suck it up for like 36 hours and get through this. So short term, fine, but I'm really worried about the Sierra now. Will I be able to actually walk the Sierra, which is consistently above 10,000 feet, with no energy? I have my doubts, but you know, my body has 1 more month to adjust. You shouldn't really go into the Sierra till after Memorial Day, which is just over a month away. So yeah, wish me luck for this. We'll see how it goes. So I'm 7 from the top of Mount Baden-Powell. My lungs are pretty full of fluid. I just need to get up over this bloody mountain and down again. Try and take lots of stops and breathe through my nose as much as possible. I feel like this is kind of a dangerous thing to do. I know I'm losing a bit of eyesight as well, but this is through hiking, isn't it? It's making me seriously doubt my capabilities for the Sierra. Just don't really know how to cope with that. Yeah, sad. Bye. This is Windy Gap. It's not so windy today. Maybe it didn't take its beans. No beans for lunch today. I think I'm about 0.4 from camp. 6:30. Easily my longest day on trail. For those of you that don't know, I'm normally trying to stop around 4 o'clock. Or somewhere between 4 and 5 really, but I was worried that my trail family who are at the campground just around here might be concerned about me. I did tell them that I'd be camping back, but they saw me had a lot of coughing fits today with the elevation, and I also thought I'm materially lower. You can see how high some of those mountains are that I've come over. They're not even the highest. And so coming down in elevation should mean some better breathing and a better night's sleep, and maybe a little bit more warmth as well. So yeah, last 0.4 of a mile and I should see my trail family. Yay. Okay, it's 24 hours since I climbed Mount Baden-Powell. I got into camp last night at around 7 and I was in a world of pain, like so much pain. Carried a little bit of it into today. We still had some big climbs today, but I was feeling much better as we started to drop in elevation, so thank goodness we're starting to come down now. I came to the realization yesterday, after Humpty million coughing fits, that I probably can't go into the Sierra Nevada as part of the PCT, because I mean, yesterday was a pretty good day in terms of blue sky, not too hot, not too cold, no wind, no rain, no snow. Obviously there was snow on the ground. But if I was left at elevation, in fact higher elevation than what I was there, but stuck in like a rainstorm or something like that, I wouldn't be able to breathe. My sinuses would close the probably 20 to 30% of lung capacity I had completely up. So I guess what I'm toying with the idea of actually walking a low road. There's a scenic road that joins a lot of the trail towns that people resupply in the Sierra together. So I'm toying with the idea of maybe, walking that instead. Clearly it's less interesting, but there's a lot of campgrounds along there. I'll be able to like look up and, still see the Sierra. But I think that the Sierra, it would be irresponsible for me to go in, because I'm going to have bad weather at some point, and, I'd be putting myself, probably my trail family, and potentially search and rescue people at risk
by going in and doing that when I know that I'm not able to cope at high elevations these days. So yeah, it's a bit of a sad tale, but at least I can still walk from Mexico to Canada. It just can't be entirely on the PCT. So when the elevations come back down, probably around Tahoe or something, South Tahoe, I'll see if I can get back on the trail and keep walking. I think I'm probably, I still struggle around 8,000, but I'll probably be able to do 8,000. So 6 to 8,000, I lose my appetite and stuff like that. But maybe with Diamox and stuff like that, maybe I'll start to adjust a bit. So I'm at 6.5 at the moment. I can fully breathe out, which is good. I can breathe in to about 80% of my lung capacity, and then I can start coughing. But I could feel myself just get better today. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, after we've got these small little peaks out of the way in tomorrow morning, and then we've got long, slow downhills. So, some of the downhills actually today have been hurting my trail family. So, and me a bit as well. Or yesterday really hurt my left foot, my left ankle, my left Achilles. So yeah, I'm just hoping for a good night's sleep and that I can wake up all good tomorrow. You can actually see what a beautiful campground we're in at the moment. So that is Kiki and Hot Nuts tent, Mission's tent. We've got these lovely tables here, bear boxes, there's some other campers down there, and there's even a toilet over there. That's Butterfly. So yeah, pretty good day. I didn't really take any pictures today. That was a bit of a long road walk. I think I was just so focused on getting myself right that yeah, I didn't really focus on other things. But now that Mission's coming out of the pit toilet, I think it's my turn. I'm going in. Wish me luck. See ya. So just wanted to memorize that the reason why there was a long road walk today, it was because of frogs. So apparently there's protected frogs where the trail runs. So now we have to walk around. So we have to actually walk on a really dangerous road for a bit. And then we walk on other side trails just to get around the protected frog area. So that's kind of funny. I also think it might be really interesting for you guys to know that in the 36 hours between yesterday morning before climbing Mount Baden-Powell and really getting into camp tonight, I only ate for, let's call it, probably 6,000 a day, so 12,000 calorie deficit. I only ate 4 little salami sticks, a Snickers bar, and about 12 twin snakes. So maybe I'd be lucky if I ate over 1,000 calories. Definitely not over 2,000 calories. So that's basically what happens to me when I get to altitude. And the sausages that I had last night when I got in, the little sausages, I actually was belching them up the entire night last night. So yeah, it's just one of the side impacts of not being able to digest food at altitude. I mean, the good news is good weight loss. I mean, I can feel the weight losses come off me, but yeah, I thought you might be interested to know how little you can actually survive on. I mean, thankfully I've got enough fat stores to survive, but yeah, I have been surviving on really next door to nothing. So I got into camp really early today and had a lasagna for dinner, and it was a struggle to get in. The first half was and the second half was probably took me an hour and a half to get in. But I was determined to get it down just because I really need the calories at this point. I am running on empty, so that should make tomorrow better in terms of just having a little bit more energy. So I'll probably also have some fruit for breakfast tomorrow, knowing that I can keep that down. And yeah, I've been hydrating a lot. And so hopefully we got some better days ahead. Night.
New morning on the PCT. Sun's rising. Got out of camp about 6:45 this morning. Just following this dirt road to the top of the hill. Kiki and Hot Nuts left before me. Mission slightly behind me, but she'll catch me I might end up last again today. I'm still struggling with a bit of AMS. So it is getting better, but we're still at about 6,500 feet. So yeah, it's a struggle when I'm moving. I'm better when I stopped and I can squeeze down some food now.
We are at 400 miles. Yay!
So enthusiastic.
Unfortunately, the towns that we've been in have not had Kahlua. Boo. So, these guys are having some Jack Daniels and splitting it. I mean, what a look, hey? The guy can dance.
No, I can't.
Thankfully, she married him. And Missionee's having some sort of cinnamon.
I'm having the same thing they are.
Oh, same thing.
Cinnamon biscuit.
And she's offered it to both me and Butterfly, and both of us have said, thanks, no thanks. So I will have a belated 400 shot when I can find some cooler. Are these not the biggest pine cones you've ever seen? Look, they're as big as my head. And they're as sharp as anything. They have really big hooks on the ends. And I've tried to pick them up a couple of times to film them for you. And I've cut myself with them, so I'm really nervous about doing it. But yeah, massive pine cones. So it's 6 o'clock. I'm just about to leave from camp.
Okay.
That is Mission's tent. Because I am so slow at the moment with my cough, my breathing, my energy levels, because I can't eat, I'm going to leave before her because she's going to catch me. But I'm hoping to make it just under 19 miles today. So I've got a little uphill, a big downhill, a little uphill, and then some flat, and then some more uphill. So wish me luck. Hope it goes well. She said that possibly a shower for tomorrow night and the next night might possibly be my future if I can make these miles today. So fingers crossed. Hello. I am currently at 6,400 feet, and this will be the last time I am at 6,400 feet for some time, possibly ever. Basically, after Mount Baden-Powell, I haven't been able to get rid of the fluid fully out of my lungs, so I've doubled my dose of Dimox to see if that helped, and I think maybe it did a little bit. But I can't keep food down, so I keep throwing up. And as a result of that, I'm obviously really low in energy because I'm eating less than 1,000 calories a day and probably burning, in the day like today, maybe only like 4,000, 5,000. On a day like Baden-Powell, like 6. So it's been a couple of days since Baden-Powell, but yeah, I feel like every peak that I've been climbing, it's just like, because I can't recover, it's just getting worse. So I've got chest pain now and a lot of rapid weight loss. I'm not really sure what I'm meant to do. A couple of the doctors on trail said you need to get off and rest so that you don't get rhabdo or something. So yeah, it's a little bit of a worry. I don't really want to rest again, but I know that I probably have to because I can't go on with this the way it is when I'm actually walking and not just sitting talking to you. You can hear how bad my wheezing is. I actually always think that the wheezing is like, it sounds very similar to somebody behind me, so I'm always like turning around to see if there's somebody there. But yeah, when I say rapid weight loss, I think I've probably lost about 30 pounds since the start of my hike, which is a lot of weight to lose in a month and a bit. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Tomorrow we're gonna have a little, so I'm about 0.8 away from camp. It's actually still pretty early. I left early just so that I wouldn't be letting Mission down. So we're just going to camp point 8 down, and then tomorrow we're going to go into an RV park, maybe get a cabin in there, and so that should be a half day, and then we'll half day, that's near the turn off to Acton, and then we'll do a half day over to Agua Dulce. I should be proud of me for saying that correctly. And I'm not sure if we'll stay there for 2 nights or 1 night, and then we'll leave there, and then it's like a 4-day stretch to Hikertown. So, depending on how I'm feeling. So we go all the way down to like 3,000, 2,000 feet. I'm hoping that I'll be able to heal without actually getting off trail, or like even just with the half days. We'll see how it goes. I'd prefer to sort of hold off on having days off until I get to Tehachapi, but we'll see if it all works out. See ya, bye. So I am just leaving this campsite that we stayed at last night for the night. It is about 6 a.m. I think I'm one of the first to leave. We just have about 14 miles downhill into an RV park tonight. I'm actually really excited because it'll be about 4,000 feet of descent, and my days of coughing might be behind me. So yay! And also, how ugly is this? I mean, the campsite was pretty, but we've been walking through some pretty ugly areas lately. So yeah, on to another day. Nice little bit of cloud inversion this morning as the sun comes up. Not bad, eh? Not bad. More inverted cloud. I don't know if you can see the cave over there. Probably should have taken the picture from the other side. It's massive. But then when you zoom back, you're like, is it just a big anthill or something? Not the most attractive views today. I just left Acton this morning. Also left Mission. She's jumping off trail to get her feet healed. I'm going to probably try and find a hotel to hold up in for a couple of days so that I can get my cough healed. It's just really annoying me. See if I can get some food inside of me, so that I can start to put on get some energy. Bloody Diamondback on trail is not moving. Fuck off, buddy. Yes, move. Get off my trail. Thank you. This is Vasquez Rocks. Pretty. The glare is too terrible. So yeah, this thing's huge. I can't kind of get the scale of it, but it's a huge cave.